In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add payment logos underneath your buttons on Shopify. So I'm actually going to give you two different ways you can go ahead and do this. The first way is free, the second way is paid, but gives you slightly better results. Now, I'll just show you an example quickly on my store. It is in Arabic, it looks strange if you're not used to this, but this is what it's going to look like underneath your store, and you can pick any logos you want. So let's first of all start off with the better method, because this way we'll get some good results. So what we need to do is go ahead and grab ourselves an app called Vitals. Now Vitals is a really good app. I would actually recommend going ahead and getting it anyway. So Vitals, here we go. It's essentially an app that gives you 40 different sort of apps that can go onto your Shopify in one, and it's only like $30 a month, so it's really good value. So you want to go ahead, click install, and you're going to open it up. Once you have installed it and opened it up, it's going to look something like this. And from here, what we need to do is we go to apps here, or we can search up here, and we want to type in icons, and you can see the payment icons extension here. So first of all, you've got your styles. Do you want it to be like one color, or do you want it to be like this? Doesn't really make a difference, just depends on your preference. And you've got all these logos to choose from. So this is, why I think it's the better method. But let's say we want to do Apple Pay. We want to say Google Pay. Let's say we don't have this. Let's say we want this. We can add as many logos as we want. We could put this. We could say these ones here. Whatever payment options you have, you can go ahead and add them here. And you can see it nicely displays them like this. Next, we can go ahead and change the text above the badges. We can remove it if we want to, or we can just say check out safely with your preferred method. But then we can also change stuff like the logo size. So if we want to make them bigger, we can do that. You can see, obviously, we have too many logos for it to be on one line here. But we can make them bigger. We can change the text size, let's say 22, or we can say 20. We can change the spacing between elements, so let's say 5. But it just gives you a lot of customization here. We can change left alignment, right alignment, all of our padding here. And we can even change where we want this. So do we want this below the buy button, below the add to cart button, at the end of here on the product description? We can change where we want it to be. And then we can go ahead and click save. And that's going to go ahead and save it. And you can see it's on our product page here. If I refresh, it's changed it to have our logos that we just added on. So this is the first way I'd recommend doing it. It's personally my favorite. It just gives it a really good clean look. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Now down below, I've left a link to a completely free course / case study, which shows you how I generated over £1.5 million with my food e-commerce brand. I'm not going to promise you overnight you'll be a wild success with this. I'm just going to show you the raw information and the raw strategies I use specifically to build my brand. So it's really valuable information, and as I said, it's completely free. So you can go down below, click on the link and join it. Now the second way you can do it, which is free, is you can go onto Google and you can type in payment logos. And from here we can go ahead and find one. So maybe we want to use this. We could go ahead and save this to our computer. Or we could, find a different one like this, save this, or we could individually crop them out and go onto Photoshop. And inside of Photoshop, we could create a custom, custom one with the logos we want. So we'd have to copy this, we'd open up Photoshop, we'd remove the background, we'd pick the ones we want, and we put them in place so we have a nice looking payment icon strip. What we'd do from there, we'd go over to the products, and we'd have to do this to each product. So let's say we wanted to add it to this product here. And at the top, we would just write something like check out securely with, and then we add the image that we've just downloaded. Resize it here. Obviously, you'd want to probably pick a better image. We could change the padding or the alignment. So let's put it center. Let's put this center as well, like this. And there we go. So we can go ahead and save this. Obviously, we'd want to remove the background from this, but I'm just giving you the example. And from here, we can go ahead. Let's just make sure it's saved. So the reason it didn't actually update on that one is because I'm using a slightly different method of writing the description for that one. So it's not going to pull from Shopify. But if we take a look at this product here, we can go ahead and save this. Preview it again. it should now come up under here. There we go. So it's going to look like this. Obviously this is backwards because of the language converter I'm using, but you can see here it looks pretty good, to be honest. It just depends, you know, how versatile you want it to be. But that's two methods you can go ahead and use to add the payment logos to your Shopify store. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, down below I've left a link to the completely free guide / course / case study about my £1.5 million food brand. It really just outlines the raw facts of e-commerce, you know, the truth, even the ugly parts, and it just shows you exactly what you need to do if you want to go ahead and create an e-commerce brand. But go ahead, click the link and you can join for free.